Alright guys, just wanted to share a little experience I had
Take
the other
off.
couple days
The
ago.
home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
I was out flying because it was actually sunny out finally. Just going to fly out to the big grain facility that I've shown you in a couple videos recently. Made a rookie move, didn't check the wind speeds, didn't really check the weather, didn't feel anything where I was sitting. I was being blocked obviously by a house, and the Mavic Mini gives a lot of wind warnings, so I just kind of ignored it for the most part. Should have checked my UAV forecast before I went. So flying out toward the grain facility, everything was fine, because the wind was coming out of the west, which was pretty much at my back. You can see the strong wind warnings on my app. I find I get those even when there's no wind if I put it in sport mode. I wasn't in sport mode here, but I'm going to fast forward here four times the normal speed. One thing I've noticed too is the Wi-Fi bars still don't work very well. It always says you have full signal, and I had great signal. I didn't have any parabolic dishes. It was just the raw remote and the Mavic Mini. But when I got closer to the facility, you'll start seeing my screen capture, my FPV start to get laggy. And the weak signal warning there, that's a dead giveaway. And I don't think right there you see some lag in my FPV. But the bar still says 3 to 4 bars on my Wi-Fi signal, which is not, there's no way that's correct. So I increased my altitude to like 365 feet. You can see it on the screen there, to make sure I was high enough to get over the grain bins. Not realizing exactly how windy it was. Just thought I'd get a cool shot. The sun's at my back. Pretty decent lighting. Finally had some sun. And the corn plant is pretty much closed down right now. They've already accepted everything. Everything's full. The dryer's not running anymore. The corn must all be dried. That pad is absolutely full, and it's covered with a tarp. And then there's snow on top of the tarp, of course. So here, about 69% battery, and I hit my map, and I'm going to bring it home. And there my Wi-Fi bars are dropping, and you can see there's some jittery stuff with the FPV. And I was sitting inside my Jeep again. So I did start dropping altitude and coming home. Right now we're kind of facing northwest is the direction the drone is facing, and the wind is coming straight out of the west. I'm going to speed it up here again. Otherwise this video is going to be too long. You see that bobble, slight bobble there in the video. That should have been a warning to me how windy it was, which at this point I figured it out, because it's kind of pushing me to the east from the west, and if I tried to go directly in the wind at that altitude, it was not moving. Just kept slowing down unless I was dropping altitude. As long as I was going north, I was fine, but as soon as I turned to the west at all, it could not keep up. Yes, I put it in sport mode. That doesn't help a bit. I think all that does is drain the battery faster. It still will only go a certain speed because it can only tilt so far. I think that's the big issue, is that it will only tilt to a certain degree. Well, it won't put any more power to it because it won't let it tilt any further. That would require more power, and it just won't do it. This is still 2 times speed here, guys. And right now it goes to normal speed. It was really struggling here, and I'm over by those grain bins on the left side of the screen, upper left, so I'm not that far away from myself. And that's one of the reasons when you fly out and you get to that 70% and just starting to come down from 70, if there's any wind, especially in your face, you better bring it back, because once it gets under 30%, it loses a lot of its power. You're going to see a pretty bad bobble in the... Must have hit a gust, and I'm only at 37 feet in altitude, but I just came to a full stop to let it rest for a second, and then I took out right there. The wind just nails it. And I'll be honest with you, my heart was pounding. I sped it up here. This video's already long enough. Here I'm about ready to land. And at the end here, I looked up UAV forecast after the video, after I had this kind of nerve-wracking flight, but it was okay. I had plenty of battery left. And you'll see the conditions. So let this be a lesson to you and myself. Watch and look at your UAV forecast. That is at 33 feet altitude, and then here's the chart. Too much for the Mini. So alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe.